Positive rotation. Ignition. You guys have a nice flight. We'll see you back here.
Welcome to Roll Call, a 126th Air Refueling Wing podcast of the Illinois Air National Guard at Scott Air Force Base. I'm your host, Master Sergeant Brian Ellison. The Roll Call podcast focused on people, mission, and community. Thanks for listening. Coming up, she's back. Keeley Speck from Airman and Family Readiness. She's here to talk about the Holiday Bazaar going on at Building 5048. That's near cold storage. Congratulations to the wing. We earned our 10th Air Force Outstanding Unit Award and the third in a row. In a post from last week, Colonel Tom Jackson, commander of the 126th Air Refueling Wing, said, "Our culture of excellence, our commitment to performance, and your continuous support of worldwide missions have put the 126th Air Refueling Wing at the top." Again, congratulations to us, to you. We have earned our 10th Air Force Outstanding Unit Award and the third in a row. I know, I'm repeating myself, but it's, it's a big deal. This Sunday, the 5th at 1300, Linda Shue is helping us learn why we can't sleep and teaching us how to sleep. And she has some fun giveaways as well. That's this Sunday, 1300 in Building 5029. I can tell you why I don't sleep, because I know this is weird, I don't like to sleep. I'm almost like a child when my wife tells me I have to go to bed, because if she doesn't tell me to go to bed, I won't go to bed, and then I'll stay up all night. I guess I'm scared. I'm scared I'm going to miss out on something. I don't know. But you can find out why you can't sleep and teach us how to sleep through Linda Shue this Sunday, 1300 in Building 5029. Coming up here on Roll Call, a returning champion to talk Christmas bazaars.
My name is Braden Wright. I'm looking to go towards civil engineering, further my education benefits, and better the civilian market.
I'm Trini Romero. I'm in Security Forces, and I aspire to be a Security Forces officer.
Joining me on the podcast is an old friend of ours from Airman and Family Readiness, Keeley Speck. Keeley.
Wow.
It's been a year since you've been on.
Has it?
Yes, it has.
Oh
Can you believe that? I know.
Well, call me Santa. What's
Great.
up?
You are Santa.
Pretty much.
You have the Airman and Family Readiness is putting together a holiday. You call it a holiday bazaar, but I think it's more than a bazaar. It's like you got a full-on store at Airman and Family Readiness.
This year we do, yeah. Very excited. Very, very excited.
And where can we? You guys have moved. You guys are moving your offices, and
Yes.
your offices are in cold storage. The bazaar, the store, the Santa store, the holiday store, is right near that, right? So if you come to the cold storage, it is not near that. Okay. It is.
So we will be relocating to the building that used to be pavement and ground, so it's right next to cold storage. So because we're going to be relocating hopefully next spring, I'm not sure exactly when they'll break ground to move us over there. But since Airman and Family Readiness will be relocating, it's a big move. For the last 10 years, we've been in this building 5,000. So I wanted to, since people love to come and get their holiday toys every December, I figured we'll just have it in our new building so that once we officially move, people have a reference of where we were, at least for December Drew. But for now, our office will still we can be reached in Building 5000.
But the Holiday Bazaar is in CE's old P&G.
Correct.
Which is Pavements and Grounds.
Yes.
Building. Okay. And that is near cold storage.
It is.
It is not cold storage.
It is.
It is near cold storage. And hopefully by the time we post this podcast, in the comments, I will have an address.
Yeah, so if people wanted to park in the TDY parking lot on Gun Ave, I like to call it the Armory, then they can park there and then just walk a few steps. You'll see the reindeer and the Christmas tree really securely attached to the sign, and that's when you'll know, hey, it's holidays time.
It is holiday time.
On the 4th of December.
On the 4th of it's
Absolutely.
It's after Thanksgiving. It's the
Yeah.
holidays time.
Oh, that's a statement of fact.
Oh, okay. And Hanukkah's going on right now.
Absolutely. So in the Holiday Bazaar, we have 2 different donors this year.
Okay.
We have a section that's been donated by Heroes Care. And so we really appreciate, they sent a toy for every child in the wing. Yeah, so that was really cool of them.
Wow.
And then we additionally have our normal donations that is collected by Operation Homefront in partnership with the Dollar Tree. And so all members of the community, that's who donates all of the toys to us every single year. It's not the company, it's not a business, it's not an organization giving to our guard unit. It's just the people that live locally. Everything.
Yeah, they have, and it's always fun stuff to go.
This year, I'm so excited about the stuff that we have this year because it's typically the same 3 categories and just a lot of it.
Right.
Like a ton of mermaid Barbie dolls and action figures. And this year, it's actually a lot more like crafts and things that you can do for a longer period of time that you can grow into. We even have like the Heroes Care. They gave stuff like roller skates,
heck yeah.
Badminton set. We have all kinds of like high quality items. A robo dog.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Remote control. I thought I saw remote control trucks in a picture that
Yes.
Sess took.
We have, I think it's 30 remote control cars that were donated from Heroes Care, and they're really, really cool. You know, so it's really cool stuff that people can get for their kids, but then also the variety of things that are available that are even fun for adults. If they just wanted to have a moment of self-care and grab a little woodshop kit and make a little Formula One car, you don't have to paint it, but it takes you 2 seconds, and it's fun to just zone out and do something artistic for 2 seconds. When most of us, that's not our daily activity, is anything artistic. And
Might take me longer than 2 seconds. I'm not very artistic.
Well, you know,
It'll challenge
that
the
wood
mind.
glue. That wood glue can really cause a ruckus. You know, that's for sure.
When does the bazaar open up?
So it'll be available all weekend from 8 a.m. to 1500, both days. I know that the unit holiday parties typically start Saturday afternoon. So I'll still be open an hour past the parties start in case, people stay behind. So that'll be available, and there'll also be hot chocolate. We have plenty of bags, so you can fill as many bags as you want. You don't have to bring your own or anything. And then we do have 20 extra food baskets with Walmart gift cards. So if they needed any help, additionally with it does have the Thanksgiving branding on it, but it is non-perishable food. So with a cooking pan. So there's just a lot of support available, and being able to display it in a brighter, more inviting space is really exciting to me.
That's great, and it's just fun to go there. Just
break up the monotony.
Right, stop by, have some fun. It is a fun place to be. Even last year it was fun to be in.
Oh yeah.
You have the Christmas music going on. You just have a lot of fun, and
this year we'll have a live band.
Oh, really?
No, but wouldn't that be
man,
fun?
wouldn't that have been awesome? Boy, you had me for a second.
I know, man. I'll think ahead next time.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's always next year.
So it's open this weekend, but what about, is it going to be open after this weekend?
So I will not make any promises that usually we do have a bunch of excess toys, and all the full-timers or anybody is welcome to come anytime. Just let us know. But we typically do have a lot of excess that goes back out to the community, like to the different domestic violence shelters, the homeless shelters. We work with Chestnut a lot because it's mostly veterans at risk for homelessness, so their families as well. So, yes, the potential to keep coming back is there, but...
Well, I hope you don't keep coming back, but I hope somebody who maybe didn't get a chance over the weekend or what have you can come in and
if you didn't get the
partake.
chance, if you didn't get the chance during drill and we still have toys left over, we would love to find a home for them. So...
And that's great. Yeah, there's those toys and whatnot, and then like you said, there's also you said food baskets left. Mm-hmm. So that's fantastic with a Walmart gift card in them.
Absolutely. So they'll get $20 to Walmart to whatever they need to buy.
That is fantastic. And that is at the Airman and Family Readiness, their Holiday Bazaar. I like to call it a store, but what have you. Whatever it is, it is. It's over near the cold storage. Like I said, we don't know the address right now off the top of our head, but I'll put that in the podcast comments so that folks know where to go to see these things we are mentioning.
Be so fun.
Yeah. What else is going on at Airman and Family Readiness this month or to come?
Next month, during January drill, the Veterans Administration and Vet Center that's attached to the Veterans Administration, they will be doing a briefing on how to walk people through getting into the healthcare system, as well as filing a disability compensation claim, how to get VA rated and what that would mean for your career. It's been highly requested. People want to get access to the things that they've earned throughout their career, and so they'll be coming out. Do not know at the time.
They're going to come out during January drill. That's fantastic. Is that Chris Figueroa?
Yeah, Chris will be there, and then also the VA health administrator, her name is Liz Wild.
That is fantastic. That's good to know, though. So that's coming up in January, January's drill, which would be the second week, so probably around the 9th or something like that. It's right around my birthday. That's why I know when drill is. My birthday usually is either it's on the weekend or right after drill. I know it sounds funny, but it's a good way. It's how I remember.
That's how I remember when Easter is, because it was always around my birthday too.
See,
so
there you go. Always got to have that reference point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's also how I know how old my mom is, because she's just plus 30.
So she's of you. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. It's weird math, but same thing. My brother is exactly 30 years younger than my dad, so it's really easy. All this time, you just say minus 30, cool. Can never forget.
You got to remember how old your dad is.
You know,
so evidently you always know.
Once I lost count of how old my brother was, right. I really did lose count how old my dad was. It took me a second to recalibrate, and then I forget all the time. But I don't live there.
Right.
My mom, I can easily remember for some reason. She's cute though, so.
How old is your brother?
33.
So your dad is 63.
Yeah.
So you're
27.
27. So your mom's 57.
Quick math.
Look at me go.
You should have taught college.
Oh, yeah.
Just all of college. You should
Just
have taught
all of college.
The whole thing.
I'm here to teach college.
Yeah. Well.
Will you hire me to teach college?
Welcome to college. Have a seat. 30. We're going to do increments of 30. Welcome.
Hey, I could do increments. I could do that.
Oh, sure.
It'd be a whole, 30 times 1, 30. 30 times 2, 60. See?
Absolutely.
We're at 90, 120, 150. You could keep going. 180. I mean, look at us go.
One thing that I am excited about to bring to people's attention more again And hopefully we can bring him out here to just host on the podcast, to have one of our personal financial counselors. The one we've known the longest is Drew Weckbach. A lot of our airmen have already met with him. But it's important to just remind people he's available all the time. You don't have to have an appointment to meet with him in person. You can text, call, or email him if you have even just a quick question. If you're about to buy a car or a house and you're like, hey, I know you can't give me like advice, but does this deal look right? But he is a certified personal financial counselor, which requires an immense amount of certification and hours with clients. So he's phenomenal. I can't speak highly enough about Drew. The boy knows how to rent some houses, I'll tell you that. I've seen a spreadsheet before. He has like 8 properties that he manages.
Really?
So that guy has a brain ready for organization. I don't understand. I could never.
I mean, I think when I hear certified financial counselor or what have you, or certified financial planner, it's intimidating. Because I don't want to hear how bad my credit is. I know how bad my credit is. Thank you very much. I know how little bit of money I have. Thank you very much.
But you know all the finanglings about how to make it better, quicker?
No.
That's what Drew could tell you.
This is true. That means I'm going to have to be told what to do. I don't know.
Well,
it's a whole thing. I just like...
Drew would never... So the personal financial counselors cannot tell you what to do, but they will absolutely tell you the consequences of your actions.
I think
whether it's good or bad.
Are they like therapists? Maybe I should get a therapist.
You should get both, absolutely.
Yeah, I should.
At all times.
Yeah, I haven't
recommend it to anyone.
Right. I haven't had a therapist in a long time.
Ooh,
the last one I had was in the VA, and he told me everything was cool. I think he did. I think he told me
even the healthiest people.
I think he told me something like
therapy.
I want to say basically told me to suck it up and drive on. Something along not exactly like that, but basically like that. I was like, oh, thanks for your input, dude.
Yeah, that's the best way to receive therapy is by telling you to kick rocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of my favorite things about therapy is when I get to be excited about how I handle a situation, and then the therapist is like, I'm really proud of you. That was a really healthy way to handle that. Or that was, I'm excited that you're excited. And just the confidence that comes from, hey, I'm proud of you. That was good. And you're not being told what to do.
Right.
You have some objective person who's never met you outside of that context that's proud of you for doing a very basic social thing that a lot of us are worried about all the time. Did I handle this right? Did I speak up for myself right? Did I say no correctly? And those are things that we talk ourselves out of doing all the time.
Sure.
And so when we do speak up for ourselves, it can feel really uncomfortable. Or when we have to, how to be a better leader, how to be a better parent, how to be a better person, how to just be nicer to yourself. I love all of it. I'm a big, big fan of all things therapy. But the financial counseling is not mental health. It will only be finances. And I myself, every time Drew sees me, he's like, when's the last time you logged into your TSP? And I'm like, thank you for reminding me. And so he's never belittling about it. Right. He's just like, hey, reminder, hey, do this. And so he's just a really easy person to make mistakes in front of also, including if you're less than proud of your budget, that's okay. That's his bread and butter, is helping you get to a place where you're comfortable. He wouldn't go into a job that he knows people are going to ask him for help and all he wants to do is tell people to kick rocks.
Well,
I mean, typically that's not, Drew for sure is not that person. I asked him one time, I said, hey, I've saved up more money than I thought I would at this time. Should I buy off my car, pay off the loan, or just keep going into a new car? What should I do? What's long term going to be more beneficial for me? because it's not conversations a lot of us can have with their family or anything else. You didn't learn it anywhere else. And so there is no dumb question. To some people, that would be a very dumb question. Some people already know the answer off the top of their head. But I like being able to ask an expert. I think the subject matter expert should always be consulted when you're making a decision like that. And, you know, that was really helpful at the time. And it was a 2-second question. Everything, I'm noticing now that everything in my life I assume is 2 seconds. It's probably not the case.
This is true, yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Your life is fast.
Yeah.
You got a lot done.
Live fast, whatever the song goes.
No, let's
I
not
don't-
die hard.
Oh, is that? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know. Never mind. Take it back. But yeah, there's a lot available to people that I don't really like to. The word resources just makes it feel so sterile and callous to me. You know, there's so many resources available to you, and the reality is there's just so many people that are willing to help you.
Right.
That all you got to do is ask. And, you know, if you don't know who that is or if the problem that you're having has somebody to help, so just ask. You come and ask me, say, hey, is there somebody that can help me find childcare? I don't know, let's find out. Absolutely, yes, here I am.
And that's why Keeley Speck is, as you go to Keeley at Airman and Family Readiness. She can find those sterile resources. Well, maybe not the sterile resources, but she can find.
They might be grungy.
They might be grungy, but the resources
unkempt.
are there.
But because I myself am somebody who has a very hard time asking for help. Former FSS Chief DeBusk right now, if he was listening, he would know for sure. I literally recently hospitalized myself because I was so bad at asking for help when I got the flu that I had a harder time recovering from it. And so I needed to get an IV for saline.
Holy cow.
It's really simple to take care of yourself.
Right.
But it's actually really hard to do it by yourself. And so we all need somebody at some point to do something. And when it's not deemed as professional, when it's a personal problem, we tend to talk ourselves out of asking for help because we don't want to oblige somebody else. We don't want to, if we feel stressed, we assume everybody else feels stressed and we don't want to impact their day. I mean, it depends. And so me being someone that knows when I need a simple question answered, I have so many tabs open that I tell myself, I'll go back and look into that later. I'll go back and call that person, like schedule that appointment later. And then it ends up being a year and I still have that tab opened. I literally have a Help the Helper self-care work series to better support it's literally just a class online designed to take care of yourself. And I've had it for 2 years and it's just the tab is open. And so I am personally admitting I am terrible at asking for help and I'm trying to get better at it. And part of that is by just keeping at it. You know, it is a skill. It is absolutely a skill. And it's one that we can all benefit from strengthening.
Yeah.
And so if anybody has something that they don't know where to go, yes, it often is a quick Google away. But I understand that even opening a new tab on your phone or computer is already often overwhelming for people that feel like they do not have much left to give. And so please, if picking up your phone just to search something online, I am not even joking. I fully understand that is a rough spot to be in, and I would love to Google all day for people that need it, especially if I don't know the answer, then they probably don't. I'm not know-it-all, but if it's a resource especially, I would love to help eliminate some stress for people because I know what it feels like, and it's awful.
Right.
It's awful to feel like, it's awful to be your own bully who's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. You must do this alone. No, you must struggle. No, you must die in silence. But actually when you heal out loud, a lot less people have to struggle in silence.
Knowing when to ask for help is sometimes, that's something you have to learn, knowing when.
Yes.
And that's kind of how, not to talk about myself, but.
Oh, I'd love that.
Oh, well, I have this, I think I have tendonitis in my arm, and it's one of those things where I don't want to go to the doctor, and I don't want to go to the doctor, but my wife is like, you have to go to the doctor. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to. So it's kind of, to me, that kind of like, okay, now I guess is when do I go to the doctor? Because I don't know when to go to the doctor. Do I go when I first feel pain? No, I wait for 3 weeks and then see if it goes away. I think that's kind of along that same way.
Oh yeah, especially if you think back on all the beds we're running out of room at the inn, and you're like, well, my arm's just sore, so I guess I'll just wait until next decade when the world's not on fire.
Right.
And so, it's when there are so many problems being broadcast out, it's really easy to get lost in the sauce where you're like, I'm such a small piece of this that there's a lot bigger problems, so I'll just quietly handle this one on my own, at the lowest level. And the problem is we're not the experts for most of the things we need to be solved. And, you can brush your teeth every day and still get a cavity. So it really doesn't matter if you're doing all the right things. It's not to say that you failed or that you messed up or that you're incompetent. We're supposed to have division of labor so that we can focus on all the right things. So it's okay if you have to ask somebody else, hey, do you know how to fix a tire? Because I'm stranded right now. That's okay.
That's a good time to know. That's a good time to ask for help.
And especially if you feel that you are the main provider for your family and you feel like it's difficult right now to do that, remember that when you ask for help, well, what I would like people to remember when they ask for help is when you ask for help for yourself, you're taking a lot of the burden off of the people around you, especially if it's financial, because we don't realize the stress that we carry and how that impacts everybody around us, the entire home, office, grocery store. I mean, just think of that one grumpy person in line arguing with the cashier about the price of something.
Yeah.
For goodness sake, I mean, it really does affect a lot more than ourselves. And so it actually is an act of service for other people when you take care of yourself. Even if you have to convince yourself, if someone else has to tell you, yep, you're allowed to ask for help, call the nurse hotline and say, hey, I've been throwing up for 5 days. What should I do? You have 6 hours to get to the ER. Absolutely. Well, now I've been told to go, so it's not my choice anymore.
Right.
The nurse told me to, so. And it's okay to give yourself those little weird permissions where you needed somebody else to tell you, yep, this is a problem. Absolutely. You can focus on it. It's okay. Like a lot of us wait until somebody says, you look like awful. Maybe you should go home.
Yeah.
But until someone says that to us, we're like, no, it's okay. I'm a part of this team and I'm a team player. Well, if you're a team player, go home, take care of yourself, because you'll be much more effective when you come back.
Exactly.
A final sentiment on the newsletter that we send out every month, either right before or right after drill. This month, I'm going to start doing a poll of the month, random poll. This month, the question is, would you go for a banana that's slightly too green or slightly too brown? It's a very important question.
I would go with the green banana because I can just let it sit there. What would you do?
I would go for the one that's too brown, a little slightly brown.
It means you have to eat it right away.
I cannot stand a green banana. It is so starchy, and a lot of times.
Well, don't eat the green banana.
A lot of times it doesn't ripen. I'm saying if you had to eat it right then.
Oh, if you had to eat it right then?
Yeah, you have no choice.
Then I'm gonna go for the brown Slightly brown. Dad joke, anything? Do you have a dad joke?
What is the bare minimum?
I don't know. What is the bare minimum?
1 bear.
With your look around the Air Force, I'm Airman First Class Garrett Hess. Pararescuemen from the 31st and 33rd Rescue Squadrons partnered with Army vessel crews for joint medical evacuation, or medevac training, off the coast of Okinawa, Japan. The exercise included day and nighttime scenarios that required rescue helicopters to hover above Army watercraft as pararescuemen were lowered down to provide medical treatment and evacuation. The joint training gave the vessel crews and pararescuemen the chance to optimize medevac procedures and improve communications to help them work better together during a real-world emergency. The 2021 Pararescuemen Rodeo and Reunion invited current and former pararescuemen, better known as PJs, and combat rescue officers from across the world to compete in a variety of core skills. The rodeo is a 40-year tradition in the PJ community, and this year more than 30 members competed in disciplines like target shooting, rappelling, medical evacuation, and precision parachute jumping. One retired PJ says the competition gets newer PJs to practice and compete in their core skills, and older PJs involved to teach the newer generation from their experiences. About 200 airmen from the 99th Civil Engineer Squadron's Prime Base Engineer Emergency Forces participated in an Agile Combat Employment, or ACE, exercise at Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. The 3-day exercise brought 12 different civil engineer career fields together to learn wartime and job skills not typically used within their own specialties. The training included building small shelter systems, tactical combat casualty care, explosive ordnance familiarization, and bare base setup. The goal of the training was to build multi-capable airmen under the ACE construct, which allows for fewer airmen with a wider range of skills to be deployed to the same contingency. The squadron hopes to integrate other non-engineer career fields like maintenance and medical to offer the ACE concept on a grander scale. And that's your look around the Air Force.
If you're having thoughts of suicide or know someone in crisis, call the military crisis line 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Military, press 1. There's also a chat lifeline that you can chat through their website, suicidepreventionlifeline.org. That's suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Another way to get help is the crisis text line. You can use your phone and text the word HELP to 838-255. That's the crisis text line. Text the word HELP to 838-255. That's 838-255. The 126th, the Air Refueling Wing, is on Air Force Connect app. You can find it anywhere you download your favorite apps. Once it opens, go to the bottom right, click on the star. It'll take you to the Add More section. You just search for the 126th, tap the plus sign to the right, and you are in like Flynn. You'll find all kinds of information, schedules, news, and more. You can find all of our links on Linktree. That's linktr.ee 126. linktr.ee/126. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can also download this on your favorite podcast app. Also, head over to our webpage. I don't think a lot of people use our webpage. We're trying to just kind of plus that up a little bit. 126arw.ang.af.mil. I may be wrong on that. Let me look that up here real fast. It's 126arw.ang.af.mil. You can actually find that on our Linktree site. So go again back to linktr.ee/126arw. The Holiday Bazaar going on this weekend at Building 5048 near Cold Storage. Airman and Family Readiness will have hot chocolate too, so go check out the Holiday Bazaar. Tons. I mean, a lot of stuff there for free for you to take home and surprise the kids for Christmas. If you want to pass along some information, you can email roll call at 126.arw.pa.mm.org@us.af.mil. And good luck to all the Airman of the Year participants in the wing board. That's this weekend, so congratulations to you and good luck. Thanks for listening to Roll Call, a 126 Air Refueling Wing podcast focused on people, mission, and community. I'm Master Sergeant Brian Ellison.
20, 10,